Today we're diving into one of the most intriguing substances in the world of both chemistry and consciousness, dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. It's a powerful and mysterious compound, often called the spirit molecule for its ability to induce profound mystical experiences. But what exactly is DMT? How does it work? And more importantly, what are the potential risks and benefits associated with it? Stay tuned to find out. So, what is DMT? Dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, is a serotonergic hallucinogen, a compound that can profoundly alter perception, mood, and thought. Structurally, DMT is very similar to serotonin, the neurotransmitter responsible for regulating mood, sleep, and cognition. It also closely resembles melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate our sleep-wake cycles. DMT is found in various plants, some animals, and even humans. It's the primary active ingredient in ayahuasca, a traditional Amazonian brew used in spiritual rituals for centuries. DMT is sometimes called Dimitri, Fantasia, or the businessman's special due to its intense effects and the short duration of its strips. Scientifically, its molecular formula is C12H16N2. The biochemical pathway leading to DMT begins with the amino acid tryptophan, which is first converted into tryptamine, then into NMT, or N-methyltryptamine, and finally into DMT itself. This transformation takes place naturally in the body, although it is in much smaller amounts than what's required for hallucinogenic effects. Legalities of DMT. Now, if you're wondering whether you can legally access DMT, the short answer is no, at least in most parts of the world. In the United States, for example, DMT is classified as a Schedule I substance under the Controlled Substances Act. This means it is considered to have a high potential for abuse with no accepted medical use. The penalties for possessing DMT can be severe. A first offense can lead up to 1 year in prison and $1,000 fine. A second offense could result in 15 days to 2 years in prison and a $2,500 fine. A third offense could lead up to 90 days to 3 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. These legal penalties reflect concerns over the potential for abuse, despite the fact that DMT has been used for centuries in indigenous practices, particularly in the context of ayahuasca ceremonies. How does DMT work? DMT's effects are both profound and immediate. When consumed, it interacts with the brain's serotonin receptors, scientifically the 5-HT2A receptors. This is where the magic happens. The compound binds to these receptors and activates them, producing changes in perception, mood, and consciousness. Structurally, DMT is similar enough to serotonin that it can effectively mimic its effects, triggering hallucinations, altered states of consciousness, and intense emotional experiences. But DMT's effects are typically short lived. The intense trip lasts anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes when smoked or vaporized, making it one of the most intense yet brief hallucinogenic experiences. However, when consumed in the form of ayahuasca, the trip can last several hours due to the other compounds in the brew that help the body absorb and metabolize DMT more slowly. So, what does it do to the endocrine system? DMT's interaction with the brain also impacts the endocrine system, which includes the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and adrenal glands. Some of the physiological effects include rapid eye movements, or REM, which are linked to visual hallucinations, loss of appetite, and heightened blood pressure or heart rate. Dilated pupils, in the sense of paranoia or psychosis, increase serotonin levels, which could lead to a condition known as serotonin syndrome, a potentially life-threatening condition at high doses. Distorted sense of time and euphoria or dysphoria, and finally, loss of coordination or difficulty distinguishing reality. High doses of DMT can even have more severe effects, including seizures, coma, or respiratory arrest. And for individuals with certain pre-existing psychiatric conditions, such as schizophrenia, DMT could worsen symptoms. Is there any therapeutic potential? While much of the research on DMT is still in its early stages, there is growing interest in its therapeutic potential, especially in the form of ayahuasca. Some studies suggest that DMT may be beneficial in treating anxiety, particularly in those suffering from terminal illnesses, PTSD, by allowing people to confront traumatic memories in a different way, depression, with potential benefits for those who have not responded to the traditional treatments, and addiction, including to substances such as alcohol, nicotine, and opioids. One of the most exciting aspects of DMT is its potential to promote neuroplasticity, or the brain's ability to reorganize and form new connections. This could help people recover from various mental health issues by reprogramming thought patterns or emotional responses. However, there are significant challenges to conducting further research. Those challenges include DMT's status as a Schedule I substance, which severely limits access, and the nausea and vomiting that is often associated with ayahuasca is seen as side effects of the body's reactions to toxins. Moreover, the bioavailability of DMT can vary widely, depending on how it's prepared, which complicates studies. In summary, while DMT is a powerful substance with the potential for intense mind-altering experiences, the risks it poses are significant. High doses can lead to dangerous physiological effects, including serotonin syndrome, seizures, and respiratory arrest. Psychologically, it can trigger paranoia, psychosis, and disorientation, and may worsen conditions like schizophrenia. Its legal status as a Schedule I drug means possession carries severe penalties, including imprisonment and hefty fines, and the lack of comprehensive research makes it difficult to fully understand its long-term effects. While there is some therapeutic potential, particularly for conditions like PTSD or addiction, the risks currently outweigh the uncertain benefits. In conclusion, DMT should be approached with extreme caution. Until more research can address the dangers, the safest course is to prioritize harm reduction and the awareness of its risks.